Joining us now, the 2019 Kidney Week co-chairs, Dr. Donald Kohen and Dr. Mitch Rosner. Thank you both so much for being here this morning.
Thank you.
This has been more than a year in the making, preparing for just this week alone.
Absolutely. It's been 2 to 2.5 years we've been working on this.
Yeah. Along with a large committee of co-nephrologists and scientists that have helped us.
And so it must be great to see everything come to fruition.
Yes, everything's going well so far.
Yeah, I think the first day and a quarter have been fabulous. We've been very pleased.
Great. So let's talk about some of the things that are new this year for nephrologists here at the convention.
I think one of the most exciting things was the opening ceremony, the plenary session yesterday, where we had our president keep saying, the time is now, the time is now. And there's a lot of reasons for that. I think the president's executive order, new discoveries, really exciting advances in techniques are kind of paving way for a whole new future for nephrology.
And gene editing in particular was one of the ones that you really...
That was a great talk. And when he showed that slide at the end saying, in 10 years, we're gonna have all this gene editing for the kidney, it's optimistic, but it's really exciting to think about. Yeah.
When it comes to the planning for this week, how much of it is based off of the feedback that you get from nephrologists who've attended previous years?
A fair bit. We get a lot of survey data from the meeting itself, telling people what they liked, what they didn't like, and that really spans from specific sessions to the meeting environment, and we really take that very seriously in crafting the meeting this year.
What would you say it is about this week in particular that has made Kidney Week become the premier event for nephrologists all around the world, really?
Yeah, I would say that, the theme that really Don came up with, really of transforming or translating discovery into patient care, I think, as Don mentioned, we're on really the cusp of a revolution. I think we all feel in nephrology, and this is the meeting that I think is going to excite people, where I think really you can see where the discoveries are really now making it to the bedside and the patients. And that goes from basic science, but also clinical science, even policy and strategy. I think, as Dr. Rosenberg said, we're at a time of alignment that's really unique.
Right, and if I can add to that last step, getting the message to the patients, I think this year is really unique in that we have patient moderators in our scientific sessions who are actually there to go, wait a minute, how does it affect me? And we have sessions devoted entirely to patient communications. And finally, our speaker on the last day at the plenary session is just about patient-physician communication.
And how important is that for the future of nephrology to get that patient perspective?
I think it's absolutely critical. They're why we're here. They're our mission, and I think aligning that mission with what they think is important is critically important. And that, to our fault, has not always occurred well. But I think now we've really tried to incorporate that and make sure that that's first and foremost in our minds.
You spoke a little bit about the gene editing, the executive order. How do you see maybe some of the other topics being discussed here this week shaping the future of nephrology moving forward?
So this meeting is amazing for all of the exciting advances. The recent discoveries with new treatments for diabetic kidney disease, the first new treatments in almost 2 decades, together with emerging trials in other areas. Honestly, I've never seen a meeting, an ASN meeting or any other kidney meeting, have as much new and exciting trials coming out.
And we'll see that with the late-breaking clinical trial session, which I think is going to be one of the highlights, will be one of the biggest highlights of the week.
Is it too soon to say, job well done? Congratulations on a successful Kidney Week.
Let's wait until Sunday.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, you've both done a wonderful job, and thank you both so much for your time this morning.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.